Hello guys, it's me again, and I have a question for you. Have you ever fallen asleep while walking? Today I'll be giving you guys information about the Army's premier leadership course, Ranger School. Ranger School is a course that is open to males and females from all military branches, and it is also open to foreign militaries. Before I begin, I'll give you a little information about the course. So, Ranger School is divided into three phases: Derby phase, mountain phase, and swamp phase. The first phase is in Fort Benning, Fort Benning, Georgia, home of the infantry. The second phase is in North Georgia, in the mountains, and the third phase is in Florida. So before you can even make it to Derby phase, you have to go through what's called RAP week, or Ranger Assessment phase. So it starts with day 0. You show up with all your medical paperwork, and you have to in-process into the school. You also have to bring all your equipment that you're going to be using throughout the duration of the course. The course itself is intended to be 61 days, but you could recycle or have another try, have another go at it. So day 0, you're in process. Then on day 1, you have the PT test, or the physical test. It consists of 49 perfect push-ups, 59 sit-ups, a 5-mile run that has to be completed under 40 minutes or 40 minutes or less, 6 chin-ups, and you also have to do a combat water survival assessment later on that day. Then students who make it past day 1 go on to day 2, where they will be conducting land navigation, where they have to find 4 out of 5 points within 5 hours in the woods, no help, just you and a map. Students who make it past that move on to the next event, which is RTTs, or Ranger Training Tasks. And this test, it's pretty much a proficiency test for students to show their abilities to use Army weapons and radios. These weapons are the ones that they're going to be using during the course, so it just makes sense that they get tested on it at the beginning of the school. Now, after students make it past RTTs, they'll be moving on to the 12-mile foot march. At this point, students have had a little bit or have been deprived of sleep. They have been in constant physical stress, so they're tired, they're hungry. I mean, if it's cold and they want to quit already, it's only day 4. Now, this 12-mile test, they have to complete it under 3 miles. Now, for students who...
You said under 3 miles.
Oh. So the 12-mile foot march has to be completed under 3 hours. Now, for students who make it past the 12-mile foot march, they move on to Derby phase. Now, this is where Ranger School really starts. During Derby phase, students will sleep less, and they'll be in the classes learning how to brief an operations order. They will learn how to set up an ambush, how to conduct a recon, and they will be moving as a squad. A squad in Ranger School, it's usually a 10 to 15 man squad. So they're not large elements, and this is why Derby phase is called the crawling phase of Ranger School. Now, after the first 10 days of Derby phase, they'll be moving out to their field training exercise, which is 6 days, where they'll be conducting graded patrols. Now, if students get a go or pass their graded patrol, they'll be moving on to the mountain phase. During the mountain phase, they'll no longer be moving in squads, they'll be moving as platoons. So in Derby phase, they were moving as a 10 or 15 man squad. In mountain phase, that's about 40 to 50 man platoon. So the mission changes, but the conditions of the school don't. So they'll still be eating 2 times a day for the most part. They'll be carrying heavy rucks or heavy packs up to 90 pounds. They'll be probably sleeping less because they're walking more. So it just gets harder. A lot of people say that this is where Ranger School really starts, but everybody's entitled to their own opinions. In the mountain phase of Ranger School, if you are there in the winter, you are going to experience really harsh weather, whether that be raining every day, snow, just extreme weather conditions. Now in mountain phase, the field training exercise is 10 days. Students go through their patrols, their graded patrols. They conduct platoon raids and platoon ambushes, and if they get a go, they move on to the Florida phase or the swamp phase. Now during the swamp phase, students will be relearning how to do raids and ambushes. Now the terrain's different in Florida. It's sandy, it's flat, but that does not mean it gets better. Still sucks. The field training exercise in Florida is also 10 days, and students also walk through the swamps. Sometimes the swamps are up to their chest, so they have to carry their weapons like this. They'll also be navigating the water, so they'll be rowing in the water. Forgot to mention, in the mountain phase, students will be learning basic military knots, basic mountaineering skills, and they'll be hiking a lot as well. Now, once students get a go in Florida phase, they'll be coming back to Fort Benning for graduation, and finally graduate, get the coveted Ranger tab. So yeah, this is my information for you guys. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to message me, and thank you guys again for watching my videos, and have a great semester.